first, we want to start in China. The opening ceremonies for the Winter Olympics just kicking off here this morning.
Hard to believe. This is a look at organizers rehearsing in Beijing last night at the National Stadium, known as the Bird's Nest. It's the same stadium used in the 2008 Summer Games. This year's ceremony and Winter Games are going to look very different. The country is under strict COVID-19 protocols. Joining us now, Beijing correspondent Patrick Falk with us. Patrick, good morning to you, sir. How is China's zero COVID policy impacting the Games?
Good morning to you. Well, you know, in a sense, you could argue that the zero COVID policy isn't having any impact on the Games, because really right now in Beijing, what you've got is two different worlds. You know, you've got the people inside the bubble, the athletes and the participants, and you've got the people on the outside. Now, of course, rules have been strict on the outside all along. Inside, they have been strict as well, although Chinese authorities have actually had to loosen some of the COVID-19 protocols to accommodate the reality of the situation. But, you know, if you're asking what impact this has all had, well, I mean, the answer is that there are athletes that are being ruled out of competition. There are athletes that have been ruled out even before stepping on a plane. There are people right now in isolation waiting to hear whether or not they can carry on as they'd intended to. The IOC has been sympathetic about it. Thomas Bach has said that he has enormous sympathy for the athletes that have been put in this situation. But, you know, this is what we're dealing with COVID-19 going on right now in the world. You know, we're keeping a close eye, particularly on Alana Myers-Taylor. She was meant to be the flag bearer for the U.S. She is in isolation right now. She has said that it's a frustrating situation because she feels fine. But as far as we understand, she's had one negative test. She's going to need to test negative twice, at least 24 hours apart, to be able to continue with the Games. So we're waiting to hear whether or not there is any positive news on that front for her.